everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something that every single person in crypto has to deal with: Bitcoin's absolutely wild price swings. And we're going to do it with a little help from a time traveler, whose story I think perfectly captures the mindset you need to not just survive that volatility, but to actually thrive in it. So, we're going to kick things off with a joke, but trust me on this, buried inside this story is a really powerful lesson for anyone even remotely curious about this space. There's a reason it's a classic.
All right, so picture this. You've got our hero, a true Bitcoin OG, a maximalist who's been holding on for dear life since way back in 2013. He's seen it all. And after years of tinkering in his garage, he actually does it. He cracks the code to time travel.
So, what's the first thing he does? Does he go see the dinosaurs? Check out some flying cars in the future? Nope. He immediately punches in the year 2016. He has one single vital message to give his past self, a message he is convinced will change everything. So he zaps back, materializes in his old apartment, and just bursts in, yelling at his younger self, "Listen to me, I'm you from the future. I have one vital instruction that is going to secure your financial destiny." I mean, you can just feel the urgency, right? So his younger self is, completely stunned, but his mind just starts racing with all the questions that we've all secretly wished we could ask a time traveler. What is it? Should I pile in and buy more at 400 bucks? Should I sell everything right before that massive 2018 crash? Just tell me the secret. He's desperate to perfectly time the market. And here it is, the big reveal. What do you think that one secret is? Is it a winning lottery number? A can't-miss stock tip? What is the one piece of advice so important that you would literally break the laws of physics just to deliver it? The time traveler leans in close, and he gives him the secret. He says, when you get nervous during a 30% dip, just remember that in 10 years, that dip will be the price you wish you could buy back in at. And that's it. That's the whole message. So let's unpack that for a second, because that's the whole lesson right there. The joke just brilliantly shows how our perspective on price gets completely warped by time. What feels like an absolute catastrophe in the moment, a 30% drop, your stomach is in knots? Well, with the benefit of hindsight, that same exact price looks like the buying opportunity of a lifetime. And this gets us to the real challenge. The thing our time traveler knew was way more important than any single price point. It's the psychological test. It's about surviving the urge to just sell everything when every single instinct in your body is screaming at you to get out. And look at how hodling is defined here. It's not just a funny typo or a meme about not selling. It's a psychological challenge. It's this active, ongoing battle against your own fear, your own doubt, especially when you're deep in one of those brutal bear markets. And that's really where true conviction comes into play. See, it's not about being some kind of robot who never feels fear. It's the opposite. It's about accepting that feeling, that emotional turbulence, as a totally normal, totally expected part of the whole journey. Our time traveler knew that mastering this feeling was the real secret to success. Okay, so if we know this emotional roller coaster is not just possible, but pretty much guaranteed, how do we prepare for it? How do we build a system that can manage our own psychology when things get choppy? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If your future self is looking back at today's scary price and seeing a bargain, how do you actually act on that knowledge right now? How do you flip the script and turn what feels like a crisis into a strategic advantage? Well, one of the most powerful tools in the toolbox is something called dollar cost averaging, or DCA. You can think of it as the ultimate antidote to emotional decision making. It's a system that's specifically designed to take your feelings completely out of the equation. And the process itself is unbelievably simple. Step 1, you just pick an amount of money you're comfortable investing. Step 2, you set a regular schedule, maybe it's every Friday or the first of every month. And step 3, and this is by far the most important part, you just stick to it, no matter what. Whether the market is flying high or crashing hard, you just follow the plan. This discipline pretty much guarantees that you're buying more when prices are low and less when they're high, and you never ever have to try and guess the top or the bottom. Which brings us right back around, full circle, to our time traveler and that simple but really profound piece of wisdom he wanted to share. It's all about learning to see the present through the eyes of your future self. But there's actually a second layer to the punchline. The time traveler admits that even in the future, he's still just as stressed out by the volatility. The only difference is he has a much, much bigger portfolio to worry about. So the anxiety, it never really goes away, but your conviction and your position can grow right alongside it.
And that is the real takeaway here. Your future self isn't wishing you had a crystal ball or a magic price chart. No, they're simply envying the position you're in right now. Your ability to accumulate more at prices that will, with the benefit of hindsight, seem incredibly cheap. Today's fear is truly tomorrow's opportunity. And so that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. If you truly believe that your future self is going to look back at today as a golden opportunity, what's the one emotional reaction? Is it fear? Is it panic? Is it doubt? What is the one thing you need to get under control right now to make that future your reality?